how's y'all going today? BP back here. Well, we're loaded up. We got 4,750 pounds on. We're not going with the big goose trailer today. We're just going with the little 24-footer bumper pull. Heading on up to Saskatoon. We loaded up yesterday afternoon, and we're heading up to Saskatoon today, this morning. Drop that load. At this point, we're returning to Regina empty. But then when we get to Regina, we gotta pick up we got three pickups to make for the local co-op in the Big IH, the Big Indian Heads, and get that delivered out there. So that'll be basically this afternoon. Right now it's 5:45. The sun is up. Things are nice. It's a little cool. It's only +6 Celsius. But it's looking to be a nice day. Hopefully that wind doesn't pick up on us again today. It's been crazy the last little while. It's been windy every friggin' day. So, had a very light dust dampener shower last night. Not enough to stop any work, but just enough to dampen the dust a little bit. So, but anyway, with that, that's what's going on here right now. We're on the road again. So we'll bring you guys back in a little while. Hey guys, well, I'm back. Went to Saskatoon, got back, and got 2 of our pickups made so far. They're on the trailer. I'm just heading over to the third one now, which is at the Co-op Hardware Center, or Home Center, whatever the hell you want to call it, here in Regina. So it shouldn't be too bad. Not much here to load, actually. One little overhead door, a couple pieces of soffit and fascia, and I think some stone of some sort. I gotta double check my email. But yeah, some colored stone from the Co-op Center going out to the Co-op in Indian Head. But anyway, let's get to the Co-op Center and we'll bring you back then. Well, here we are. We're in the back at the Co-op Center here in Regina. And I do believe the Co-op Center here in Regina, because this is also a Sherwood Co-op, they supply all of the lumber and hardware for all of the Sherwood Co-ops that, or all of the co-ops that are affiliated with Sherwood, so for every store. But anyway, got to get my butt inside and find out exactly where I got to go with this to get this stuff. Talk to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, how's you going? Well, we finally got loaded up at the Co-op, and we're on the road heading out to Indian Head. So yeah, we're just coming up. In the distance there, you can see a big grain elevator, grain terminal, and that would be the Viterra, just on the west side of Balgonie. And Balgonie is the beginning area of the new bypass that they just built, finished it last fall, really. And that's where the friggin', what I call the circle jerks are at. But anyway, if we're still chatting with you by the time I get there, you'll see them. But something I want to touch on that's a little bit of a dicey subject out here in Canada right now is this new gun policy, gun bylaw. So they basically outlawed 1,500 different guns, 1,500 different makes of guns in Canada. This fancy government we got going on. The guy with the rainbow colored socks. If you want to make this guy, if he is actually a guy, if you want to make Justin Trudeau freaking happy, just buy him a pair of freaking socks that are got rainbow stripes on him and he'll love you forever. The guy hasn't got a brain in his friggin' body as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, so there's no parliament right now because of COVID. And when you pass a new law, to my knowledge, you pretty much have to be approved by all governments. In this case, the opposing government has to approve it and so on and so forth, because the guy did not win by a majority. So it was a very close race, to be honest. And if it wasn't for the people out east, Quebec and Ontario, he would have never got in. But anyway, that being said and that set aside, they punched this friggin' new law through with all these other guns, which pretty much made an outlaw. Everybody in Canada is now, that is a gun owner of some sort, is more than likely a criminal for owning one of these guns. Now, I'll be darned if I'm going to turn my guns in. That ain't going to happen. I bought these guns legally. I've been a legal, abiding citizen all my life. If I did something wrong, I was punished for it. But I took all the gun safety classes. My wife took all the gun safety classes. My boys have taken all the gun safety classes. We've got our licensing to own these guns. In fact, my oldest, he's got a license to have a restricted firearm also. And now, well, I guess Dylan's not a criminal because he doesn't have any of the guns that are on the list. But myself, my wife, and my youngest son, Tristan, we all have apparently a gun that's on this list. Which is nothing more than a friggin' .22 caliber gun that we use for shooting rodents, gophers, basically. That's it. So, anyways, now getting to this list of guns, I have not seen the list myself yet. Now, a couple of buddies that have seen the list and gone through the list, they're telling me basically these guns are, a couple of the guns listed on that list are actually like bazooka friggin' launchers. Well, how the hell is that a gun? And nobody in Canada is going to own a friggin' bazooka launcher. Not legally. You couldn't get it before. Why would you have it now? Yeah, that's just friggin' crazy. And there's a couple other guns on this list that don't even exist. Not in the real world. The only place they exist is on a friggin' video game. Like, really? This guy has got his head shoved so far up his backside, it's ridiculous. Anyway, guys, just my rant for today, for now. We're on our way to Indian Head. We got to get this stuff unloaded, and then we'll see what's happening when we get home. We'll talk at you then. Hey, guys. So, back to that gun stuff. So, with all these guns that they're friggin' saying are going to be illegal now, do they seriously think that's going to stop all the gun crime in this country? It's not going to stop. It's not going to help. But anyway, on to new and better things. So, there's Mika. There's Mama. Puppies are inside the doggy house. The wife moved them, Mika back. So, yeah. The wife moved them today. There she goes, in one door, out the other. And we put this little boards in here. So, because little buggers are starting to kind of crawl around a little bit. There they are. That one is really tiny. There's a small one in there. But this way, with the board, she just jumps over top and no problems. All is good. So, yeah. That's update on the puppies. A couple more days and couple, there she comes. A couple more days and their eyes will be open and they'll start moving around more. But with that, I want to harrow some straw manure around where we were feeding here in the yard while we were calving a little bit. So we're going to hook up the McCormick to my little diamond harrows. They're only 4 sections of diamonds. So I think each section is about 3.5 feet, not quite 4. And there's no tires or nothing. It's just a straight drag. So we're going to get the McCormick hooked up to those. Where the heck is the McCormick? Oh, shit. It's all the way back where I just came from. But anyways, we'll hook up to those and we'll start harrowing and I'll bring you back at that time. So there we are. There's the harrows. Like I said, they're only like 12 feet wide. I just use them for around the yard. Basically, is all we use them for, is just kind of around the yard. The biggest area they'll hit is this little area that I'm in right now. And you guys seen us feeding cows out here. So yeah, that's all they get used for. And to level the ruts out a little bit around the yard. And that's her. But they work good for this. I don't need big equipment for in here, that's for sure. No point in pulling 60 feet of harrows and doing 2 passes. It'll take me longer to get them set up and dismantle them than it would to do the actual job. The things are getting green. We could use a good shot of rain. That would really help. I know there's lots of guys out there that are still seeding, but I don't think they would disagree with me in this area that a good shot of rain would definitely help everything that get going here a little stronger than what it is, that's for sure. But anyway, we're gonna harrow this stuff around and we'll come back. Talk to you later. Morning guys, she's Saturday morning. We're loading up the Cheap Man's grain trailer with more seed oats. We were hoping to get rain. That never happened. We had about 10 drops. So this is the seed oats, the certified seed oats. That was cleaned and everything. Now I'm going to bring you over to there. And that stuff this is the same kind of oats, uncertified, from a different farmer. And he says he cleaned it, but look at what's this shit in here, right? Look at this. It's not a very good cleaning job. So I've got a bad feeling we might have issues. Like, that's canola straw. So I hope we don't have issues, but I got a feeling we might. But we'll see how it goes. Let's get loaded up here and go from there. Well, we're finally heading out to the field. It's like friggin' 12:15. That's the one that we just seeded there last week, or on the weekend, Sunday. And back there is where the big rock was. And that big rock got removed. I don't know if I said this before or not, but that big rock, the neighbor came on Mother's Day with his trackhoe and he took the rock. And he did tell me that that friggin' rock just about maxed his trackhoe out. So She was big, she was heavy. His Traco was getting a little on the tipsy side when he went to reach in and grab it and set it on his truck so he could take it home. But anyways, yeah, we'll see what happens here when we get to the field. Talk to you then. Hey guys, well, we're back out in this field. Just picked a few rocks that were missed earlier and felt they were big enough that I had to stop and move them. So just toss them off in the trees. Excuse me. Anyway, seems to be doing okay. She's, see how much seed we used. Huh? We used a little bit. And I had these things right friggin' full to the point where you couldn't, the lids wouldn't close properly. And so it's definitely going in the ground. I've got it set for about a 2-inch depth. And there is some moisture in there, right? There he is right there. There's another one. And there's another one. So it's working. It's working. She's really dry on top now, that's for sure. But we're getting her. I don't know, we made 4 passes so far. So yeah, we made about 4 passes so far on the headlands, or on this outside edge. And I did 3 passes on the one end for the headlands. And only 1 pass on the other end because I got a big grassy area that I can turn on also. So here we be. This is where we're gonna be for the next little while, next couple days, I guess. All of today and rest of today and all of tomorrow, that's for sure. And so, anyways, we'll come back and talk to you guys later. Just taking her up a little bit, guys. Cheap Man's grain trailer works okay for what I'm doing. I guess I never took it up high enough. There we go. That should work. Anyway, back in a while. Well, we're loaded. There goes the wife with the Cheap Man semi grain trailer. And we are full. And she was a little sweetheart. She brought me coffee. And she brought me a lunch. So that's awesome. So I guess I could stay out here for a little while now. Anyways, let's get at her. Now we got to find our line. It's out here somewhere. I did like 4 passes past this bush. So our line should be right in here somewhere. A little tough to see. A shower would have made this a whole lot easier. There bees. There she bees. And we're off like a herd of turtles. A whole freaking 4.2 to 4.4 mile an hour. Nobody knows the difference except the farmer from like 3.5 to 4.5 to 5.5 miles an hour. People that don't farm, they just don't understand the difference of what that's like. That extra mile an hour, of what a difference that can be. But anyway, guys, with that, let's continue on. A little dust coming off there. Another sloop. So we got this one here. We got that one over there. We got that one there. Another one on the other side of it. Another one over there. Another one just right there where those trees are. It's crazy. Anyway, I gotta pay attention, guys. No GPS. Later. Hey guys, it's BP. Yeah, we're still in the field. Just stopped to pick a couple more stones and toss them off into the friggin' trees and check our seed boxes. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this one off right here. It's gonna be a long one because it's spanning over 2 days. Sorry about that, guys. You know what to do. Give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, hit that little bell when you get so you get a notification, and let's get her done.